So, human society has a natural hierarchy. That this hierarchies happen inevitably. They're always there. You can't avoid them. And people tend to know their place, figure it out, where they fit in the hierarchy. It's just fundamental to everything we do. So if you think logically about that, then you realize you can make conclusions like, well, if there is a hierarchy, then there must be people at the top of the hierarchy. Who are they? That's very important to know. We don't really know that as ordinary people. So it's fundamental human drive to seek belonging in the group and to rise in the hierarchy. And I don't think anybody can argue with that. And the strength of the drive for status varies among people, some having low, these are ingrained attributes, they're genetic. It's natural to be disdainful of lower status, and that varies in intensity among people. And, to summarize, at any moment in time, we can make decisions based on what the group's doing or what logic and observation tell us what to do. That's a fundamental dichotomy in human action, in the psychology of human action. That's the fundamental dichotomy we need to understand, and we can build logically from that and come to a lot of conclusions that really explain all kinds of things that are puzzling in the world of politics, for example. Why don't leftists like to debate as much as people on the right? So I'm arguing that people on the right are using logic and observation to derive conclusions. I'm arguing that the people on the left or the Democrat Party or whatever are simply advocating for what the most elite people in the hierarchy are advocating for. So they are team players, so to speak. They want to do what the group is doing, and that is that instinct of belonging to the group. You can think back in tribal times that being against the leader of the group and not cooperating was divisive, risky, could really hurt the tribe. So that was just frowned on, and it still is. So if you're a Democrat, you are agreeing with everything the elites want you to think. You are repeating what the news media tells you, and you believe this. Like in the days of Trump, you hated Trump because they told you to, and you didn't really have any reasons other than that you wanted to fit in, belong, and be a team player and not be a rebel to the group. And so I think these are behaviors that are just ingrained in people. So that's why they don't want to debate, because they've got conclusions that they just look for reasons why their conclusion might be right, but they've already made up their minds. They want to agree with the hierarchy, the top people in the hierarchy. That's what they want to do. And that's what they're going to do. And that is right and just and the most reasonable thing to do from their point of view, because they're supporting the team. They are being team players, and that's a positive thing. So I always wondered where these people were coming from, but now it makes total sense when you think about it that way.